Hello everyone. What have I been doing lately? Well, I'll show you a few things that I've been doing. I've been drawing on, oh, this is so cute, on paint chips from California Paints. And this one, this color of sort of dusty pink is called Naughty Marietta, which I have drawn. I've used this as a starting point of a drawing. So you see Naughty Marietta there with her fishnet stockings and garters and her rather alluring brassiere, and she has a whip here. But because I'm drawing on silk screened paint chips, the ink sort of has a resistance issue. So, but that's okay. Yeah, you like my wet whip, don't you, boy? She says, Naughty Marietta. Okay, so next, this one is called Little Pinky. So I made Liberace's Little Pinky on his right hand. Here's his piano, and here's his frilly outfit. It's funny how this ink is turning colors. I'm also using, if I can find it here, a Arteza marker, which starts out a sort of brown color and eventually will turn this gray color due to some magical property of the paint chip. So I've done that one, and yesterday I did the poodle pink, etc. So now, and yesterday I was looking through my pens that I had for sale and ran across this one, Shaffer Triumphant nib with a very stiff nib, which is 99.999%. That's 7 nines, or 5 nines. I don't know how many nines. It's like those awful commercials where you're trying to buy some commemorative coin and it's 0.099999% gold, and you're supposed to be impressed by the nines, and you're supposed to forget about the 0.0. That's 9 nines. So this is a very firm nib, which I felt was very fine, but it doesn't seem to be as fine on this shitty paper. I also got in the mail yesterday this pen from eBay. It's a Waterman, whatever they called it, with the fishnet stockings, which remind me of Naughty Marietta and her fishnet stockings. This has a rather nice nib. I'll fill it with, I kind of like this terracotta brown color and the chrome mix. It has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. So I'll fill it with red ink. Come on, can you screw on there? Yes. So there it is, red ink in the terracotta Waterman pen from the 50s. Has a slightly flexible nib, nice rounded nib I can use for sketching. It's missing, yes, I know for those of you that saw this on eBay, you say, well, why did you buy that? I would have bought it, but the fins were missing on the feed. Yes, some of the fins were missing on the feed. Does that bother you and you and you? Yes. Does it bother me? Not in the least. So, 1237, Easter Bunny. So, what does the Easter Bunny look like? Well, Most people know what the Easter Bunny looks like with its little basket, but I'm going to make the Easter Bunny. I'm going to combine it with the other Easter. So here's the bunny. Yeah, you got it. Easter Bunny nailed to the cross. Why not? That's what Easter's all about, isn't it? Nailing things to crosses. Write your answers below. Okay, the cross has to be seen more readily. So let's grab this pen. It has a broad black nib with broad black ink. And the Easter Bunny's happy because he died for your cavities, right? You bit off his ear, you didn't floss and brush enough, and you have cavities. So he died for your cavities. How many of you think I'm going to hell for drawing this? And if you laughed, you'll be right there with me. Of course, we have to believe in that fairy tale, which of course most of my viewers I don't think do. I'm going to add the brush here because my other things have this sort of brush aspect to them, so I want to be consistent in my oeuvre. You like when I speak French, don't you? Oh yeah, I bet you do. What is the word whip in French? Qu'est-ce que c'est le mot anglais whip en français, s'il vous plaît? Write your answers below. There, Easter Bunny. Okay, what else are we going to do? Where's my other? Pick another color. Fairy tale. Conte de Fées, or Arneb in Spanish. I don't know if that's plum's the word. Vraiment prune. Truly the prune. I don't think that this is correct. Vraiment prune is plum. Drifting dream. Rêve en dérivé. Grape illusion. Well, it seems to me that, no. Gorgeous hydrangea. Or capella. Now, why does capella? Rose souvenir. Moonlight melody. Pleasant dream. Satin flower. I thought it said Satan flower. Lavender Veil. Let's do a Lavender Veil. Okay. So zoom in. Are we in focus? Who knows? Who cares? Lavender Veil. Where's my fishnet pen? So here's the lips. Very wet lips. Little button nose. Mascara for days. Bloodshot eyes because she's been weeping under her veil. She's weeping because they just read the will, and the husband that she poisoned just 7 days ago left her nothing. You know who got the money? You got it. Naughty Marietta. Isn't this fun? This is just paint chips. You can get them at Home Depot if you go to that place anymore. Home Depot gave all sorts of money to Donald J. Trump. So if you're like me, you would have avoided that place like the plague. Why are you going to give more money? So what's Donald J. Trump going to do now that he's out of a job? He's going to... This is the veil, by the way. Now, some of you that might have voted for that lunatic, are you going to give him more money so he can fight the battle, his legal battle to retain the presidency? You do know that, like everything else that he's done with money, he'll just keep it for his own uses. Okay, I need to get, where's my other brush? Okay, this one. So anyway, this murdering widow in her little chapeau is bloodshot eyes because she's been crying, not because she lost her husband, because after all, she killed him, but because Naughty Marietta got all the moolah. Oh, her lipstick is running too. There we go. Perfect. What do you think? Yeah, you like it when it glints like that, don't you? Oops, I'm speaking in the wrong voice. She's saying that in the background. Naughty Marietta. Yeah, you like that when her veil glistens. Okay, next. We got the bunny. We got the glistening veil. What else do we have here? What other colors? Drifting Dream. I looked at these already. White Bud. Perfection. Let's do Perfection. Perfection. We'll imagine this. X, X, and X. Perfect cube. Let's make it a three-dimensional perfect cube. There's one side. There's the other side, the bottom. There's the top, the back, the front. And there's all sorts of sides I have to do on this thing. 6 sides, and the bottom. Oh, I did the bottom already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 sides to a cube. 6 sides to a cube, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, not 8. What was I thinking? Okay, get my sharp, tight. So there we have horizontal lines for in black on that side. We have on red. Here we have horizontal lines on white, meaning the front. Vertical lines on the side for the side. This is getting very complicated, is it not? We'll do stipple pattern on the top. Diagonal lines on the bottom. else do we need? It's top side, front side. Oh, look at that. I'm melting. Now we have the back. The back side will be vertical lines going the other way. There, perfection. Next. Daring deception. That sounds ominous. That's what she used to kill her husband. She said to herself, how am I going to get Rupert to fall off that cliff? I know. He loves butterflies, catching butterflies, so I'm going to change his eyeglasses to his older prescription that makes him almost blind. And then I'm going to tell him that his speckled la-di-da butterfly I saw it right out there by the cliff. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to set a little board off the edge of the cliff and nail a butterfly to a post. So there's the butterfly, and here comes the husband, Rupert, running headlong with his net. See, we've got a lot of nets going on here. There's a net thing happening. He's running headlong toward the cliff. He doesn't see the cliff because his prescription is not correct. But he is able to see the butterfly. He has a very strange prescription. Here's the cliff. Here's the ground he's on. He's running headlong for that little butterfly. Let's make the butterfly a red. It's not just a regular la-di-da, it's a red la-di-da butterfly. And now I need to add my brushwork to be consistent with my other work. This is not the Picasso blue period, but the Pierre Gustafson paint chip period. Historians will say that's when he reached his nadir. Can you reach a nadir? I think you stoop for a nadir. You reach for the zenith. So anyway, here's Rupert running with his net ready to strike. And meanwhile, a few seconds later, there's Rupert falling to his death because of the daring deception. What do you think? We've got a whole story going on here. If I could only make the bunny part of it, but the bunny is nailed to the cross, so that won't. Heather feather. Plume de bruyère. Crinolina. Heather feather. Now heather's a plant, and a feather is part of a bird. So how does that work? Here's the moors where heather grows. Desolate moors. It's near where Rupert's estate used to be, or was. Now it's Marietta's estate. The wife was sent packing with the beveiled widow was sent packing. So here's the desolate moor, here's the desolate dead tree. And the heather feather grows there. What do you think? Does that look like a feather enough to you? Well, no, it doesn't look very graceful, does it? But we're on the moors, remember? Remember our plot, our storyline? Damp, dank moors. Reflective. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Says naughty Marietta. My life is full of depravity. Okay. I think I need to use this Shaffer pen and really dig in to the surface of this thing to make it work. Because when it's all said and done, the ink is going to disappear, but the incised lines will be there. See? The incised lines. There it is, Heather Feather. So, I had fun for 21 minutes and 51 seconds. Did you have fun? Was it good for you? We drew the grieving wife, bloodshot eyes. We drew the Heather Feather. We drew the Easter Bunny. Oh, it's so cute. Daring Deception. Still drying. Perfection. Is that all we drew? I drew her before. So there we go. But now I've got a whole grouping. And I have more paint chips. Purple Purity, Drifting Dream, Moonlight Melody, Felice. There's a woman in my building named Felice. Dreamy Heaven. French Lavender. Princess Irene. That was the name of a boat that was torpedoed, I think. I have all sorts of fun ahead of me. Bye. Write your answers below. Add to shopping cart. Bye.